Snow Allegra won me over, man. It took a couple years.
Huh?
Snow Allegra.
I love her. Snow Allegra.
It took a while.
I
wasn't a believer at first.
Who's Snow Allegra?
Very dope singer. I'll send some music.
She's dope.
Send me a care package, man.
Actually, I got a GANGSTA tapes ready to go. I think I might.
Yeah, man.
I just got the swipe up feature.
What's that?
The swipe up.
Oh,
feature.
swipe up.
Yeah, man. I know you've had it.
Yay, take K.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a little surprise.
It's coming up in the world. You know, Purple Mattress offered him a deal.
Who?
Purple Mattress.
Did they?
I thought you
Nah,
said
it was like it's like an ambassador program.
An ambassador.
I don't know how much bags attached to it.
Little Joshy.
Little Josh.
When he said a deal, it sounded like about to sign a death row.
I know. I was like, wait, what deal?
You know, the mattress on the chain.
All right, let's go. I gotta pick up my shit.
Perfect.
At least for today, first day of school. You feel me?
First day of school.
Liz, are you gonna leave together?
Is this
Liz?
Are my snacks in the frame?
Yeah.
Wait
In
for
the
me,
line,
250.
Just put them on a little plate.
Righteous and Ratchet, take 1. All right, let's kick this off, man. I want to be a good father.
Can you, if you're gonna eat them, can you open them now? Don't put them in the cup. You're just disrespecting the cups left and right, man.
When are you gonna start eating right again? We're supposed to start back when we got back in town. You've been going the other direction.
Look, man. I go in ebbs and flows.
Ebbs.
Ebbs and flows.
Looking for Epsom salt.
Shut up. But you was just eating chicken sandwiches with me yesterday.
That was yesterday. I'm back on it today.
All right, you ready?
No, you bringing the past in.
Are you ready?
Yes, Anthony Belcher.
All right. What up? This is your boy Doughboy.
And Kev on stage.
And we are going to start off moving to the right with another installment of
Righteous and Ratchet.
And tomorrow I'm 40 and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't have any plans and I'm just getting older. But
Speaking of your birthday,
yeah.
Joshua, if you would do the honors.
Excuse me, real
We
quick.
have a little
Liz needs to come in here too because
Liz, if you would join us
Really?
for Doughboy's celebrations, we bought you a gift, and you never go in the merch room, so we knew you wouldn't look in there because work's in there. You go and stay away from that.
Really, guys?
Doughboys turning 40 tomorrow or today.
Oh, wow.
We all hate your luggage, and we will hate it no longer. It was actually Joshy's idea to get you brand spanking new luggage.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Doughboy!
Look at the wheels. Watch them go.
Brand spanking new to me luggage for your 40th birthday.
And it is from you guys to me?
From
See
me,
what I did there?
Josh,
You see
and
what
Liz.
you
You see what I did that?
What?
From you guys to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Return it, please,
Thank
Joshua.
you.
Please only accept this gift on the condition that you throw away your current carry-on suitcase.
I will throw it away. This is really, really nice.
Yes, now you're part of the Toomey game.
Boom. But
Happy
now,
birthday. Doughboy's birthday is actually
Today.
tomorrow.
Today.
Tomorrow if you're on the Patreon because they're watching it live. What up, Right Pack?
thank you.
www.righteousandratchet.com. Get you access
Thanks,
to this
guys.
video as we shoot it. And a
You
bonus
shouldn't
episode.
have, but I'm glad you did.
But if you're just not available, then you're watching this today, which is Doughboy's actual 40th birthday.
40.
August 21st. Let's
40.
sing happy birthday to you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Happy birthday
Which
to you.
Happy birthday to you, squad.
Happy birthday, dear
Donana. Happy birthday
to
you.
I guess we should have got you banana pudding for your birthday instead of a regular cake, seeing as how you're fond of bananas.
No, they'll be calling me banana all in there.
Donana is your name.
Everybody.
Yes, man. 40 years old.
Speaking of 40, how do you feel? Let's just kick it off with being 40. How do you feel?
You know, I've actually had a circle back on how I feel about 40.
Okay, tell me about the circle back.
You know, for a lot of time leading up till the day, I kind of was just like, I want to do this by this day, and this by this day, and that by that day, and that by the third day. I feel like you rob yourself of a lot of joy when you do that, when you're always just planning and shooting for something. Not like, I mean, I think it's definitely cool to have goals and stuff, but I said, you know what, man, I'm just going to enjoy every single day. Like, you know, Kiara's down here. That's really the biggest gift for
Your
me.
daughter is
Kiara is
here.
down here, man.
Finally, it has happened to me. And my daughter moved from Sacramento to Los Angeles.
Went really far with that.
Started high school today.
Started high school today. So yeah, I'm just looking, man, like no more pressure on stuff, man. I'm just like, bruh.
You already got the high blood pressure to deal with. You don't even add extra.
And it's a big number. So it's like
40?
Man.
Woo!
You 36?
They ain't 40 though.
Yeah, 40 is a different type of vibe.
I'm not tripping about getting older. I'm
That's-
saying, every subsequent decade has been better than the previous one. 0 to 10,
I am getting
people
better.
push me on the ground, knock
get
my
beat
teeth
up by-
out,
beat-
beat up by
beat-
fat Tony.
I had
10 to 20, I was thinner. Well, 10 to 18, I was.
So-
Actually, I was chubby. 13 to 18, I had a good stretch. Once I started college, that freshman 20 was more like the freshman 35. You feel me? I was like, y'all got cheating tennis all times of the
I
night.
had caught the freshman 20. I didn't even go to school. I was supposed to go with scholastics.
But man, 20 to 30 was great, man. But 30 plus?
Yeah.
30 plus has been amazing. I mean, 30 plus?
30
I had
and
never
40 has
went
been
out of the
my
country.
most transitional.
1996?
That was negative.
That was the greatest year in hip hop, by the way.
95?
95.
90s were the golden era. That's what they call
I was listening to a lot of that hip hop music, boy. Let me tell you about the rappity raps. They were rapping and had gold chains and the like.
No,
So how did it feel dropping off your daughter her first day of high school?
It was really, really, really cool, man. It's been like just Kiara just coming down, man. Like that's kind of why like I've kind of been like unresponsive. I ain't been around as much.
Oh, he's been trash in the group chat.
Cause, man, I'm
But as
just
soon as
saying-
the chicken sandwich came out, you was right back to your old stuff. You were firing them off left and right. I'm on the way. I have secured the sandwich. First of all, we asked for 3 sandwiches. The dope boy came back with 8. I got 4 of the mild, 4 of the
I just say
spicy.
no, but I know there be hangers on. Everybody be
It
hanging
was
out.
no problem.
Yeah,
It was with me. I put 2 away myself.
You literally put them in pockets and left with them.
They knocked a couple back when we got home.
I'm not proud of it. I first kissed one in my.
That was a visual
But
I did not
asked
need.
I asked this hours, could I kiss her first?
I like the consent. All for the consent.
I just imagine you pull up to a red light, like, somebody pull up that seat. Like, was that a little pickle? I like a little pickle.
I like it. No, it was definitely cool.
Did you get up and make her breakfast?
No, she was running late, but girls be running late, dude. Do the boys run late like that?
No.
Girls be
My
running.
kids,
She got up at 6. We needed to leave at 7:30. By 7:35, she was still like, I need 5 more minutes. I'm
my
like,
kids get up at 7:05, be dressed at 7:06. You brush your teeth? Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're right.
You know oh, you know what? I forget from time to time. They just be up.
That was crazy too, cause like I had window room, like cause after she had fell asleep, she had her clothes set out on the little chair. Her
Oh,
whole little outfit. I was just like, man,
you was just standing there being a happy father.
I love
Did
it.
you have your little robe on?
It was just like, oh man.
Man, drop our kids off today.
They go to the same school now.
They go to the same. They're both in middle
Oh.
school, man.
Oh wow.
I thought we
Talk
just
about-
shot arts and raps with them in
We're
20.
getting old, guys.
Every day you're getting old. Every day you're closer to your death.
That's such a dark prognosis.
From
That
the
is
moment
really
you're born,
dark.
You start on your path to death.
Hey, you were just talking about your kids, though. I don't know.
Oh man, it's just a
I'm
dark,
gonna be dead.
No, this
it's
is
a dark
sentimental
thing to
moment.
say.
I'm gonna be dead,
Put
but
this dark curtain over this entire
I'm gonna be
conversation.
dead, dog.
I remember Zay asked me, he's like, man, what if you die in a plane crash? I was like, that's really your problem. I'm gonna be dead. I got no problem. Sally Mae can't get to me in the afterlife. But nah, I dropped them off, man. First of all, my kids could not be any more different in regards to school. Isaiah is like, I've waited for this moment my whole life.
For all he's excited.
Oh, he came in, they dapping him up, crowds surfing. He's super popular. He's enough with the
Okay,
drink.
Zay.
No, relax.
What?
You're drinking it like it's water. You just
Big gulp.
enough energy drink.
It's bad.
Why are you so tired?
I'm not tired. I'm just drinking.
You always gotta have a cold beverage around. You always gotta be
Who's
shaking
in
ice
here, man?
around.
Y'all are
I'm trying to say your buddy, son, why you gotta look into the drink to drink
You
it?
gotta have that eye contact with your drink, man. Get in here. It's a good time.
But no, man, they was dapping him up and stuff. And luckily, like, cause I was feeling like Joe is just little, man. He's my baby. I don't want them to push him on the ground. And Zay was like, I got you. Ain't going to because Joe was a little sad last night. He was like, well, he hates school. He's just like, I don't want to think about it. Zay was like, I got you, man. You can hang with me and the kids. So they went over there and Mo and Curly and Big Frank was over there. It was
Big Frank.
Big Frank was like, "Come on, man." They were all hugging Joe. He was like, "Ah, man."
Oh, so he got to hang with. So he's like, did they have like the same lunch?
I don't know.
Did he have friends that went to his other school?
A couple of them.
Okay, I was gonna say because sometimes that transition.
Yeah, they had some. Every time there's maybe like a third go to that school, and they go.
Do they get extra clout because of who you are?
I mean, come on, you know.
Do they know? Really?
I was a
You can't be
young.
watching ADD.
My
That's
little
true.
brother brought up the Amsterdam episode when we were eating breakfast with my dad the other day.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, you need to talk about it.
Who's monitoring this kid on the internet?
I mean, he's 16, so it's like, I know he
Your
watches
brother's
it.
16
Yeah,
now?
man.
Your little brother is
Yeah.
16.
Yes.
Wow.
He's 16?
He's 16, he's taller than me. I almost had to fight him once just to remind him. But
He was just
that's the
little.
thing, like, because I mean, we were talking, and then, like, literally, we were eating breakfast, I think this was Sunday, and he brought that episode up, I was like,
What are you watching
all right,
there?
man. I just, because I know
Yo,
you
what
watch
had a banana out of a
bro.
coochie in that
Talk about this
episode.
episode, this setting.
No, I went live the other day and people, I was with Kiara and everybody started saying Donana. I was like, hey, shut up. They were like, why are they calling you Donana, Dad? I was like, I don't know.
What are you going to do with your brother?
Yeah.
I'm pretty honest with my child. I'll just be like, look, man.
So your daughter's like, hey, Dad, the streets has been talking. Heard you ate a
Oh
banana
my
out of a
gosh.
strange woman's vulva. What's the first thing you say when your daughter says that?
Man, you know your daddy ain't ish. You don't know?
We've been down this road.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Respect for me, man.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm gonna tell you what messed me up. Me and Melissa watching Euphoria. on
Everybody's
HBO.
talking about that.
Man, it was
I've seen
triggering.
a lot.
I wanted to take my children out of the public school system, out of the homeschool, and just put them in a freezer.
I mean, so do you think like it should be?
I wanted them to go in Avengers Endgame, be dusted away, and come back 5 years later and just be done with high school.
Who is it for? I mean, do you think it could be for you or you for me?
Oh, that was
What's next
just
on the docket?
When I knew he was setting it up, I was like, this is not gonna
No.
work.
I was so bad.
You for me?
That doesn't make any sense.
I didn't
What are you
even-
trying to do?
Don't disrespect Zendaya like that, bro.
What's it about? I heard it's like about. I heard
Euphoria
it's a dark show.
First of all,
Dark show.
Zendaya. There's a reason she's a moniker.
But Zendaya's from
Nah, I ain't your
Disney,
mama.
right?
Disney
She's
Channel.
from
Not
Oakland.
no more.
Disney, Spider-Man.
She was on Wild 'N
now.
Out.
A lot of you weren't Wild 'N Out. You weren't Wild 'N Out.
You had a little run.
Anyway, Zendaya,
Is it a dark show?
yes, both figuratively and literally, the way they shoot it is dark.
What's it about?
I'm trying to tell you, stop asking questions. Zendaya is a high school junior in East Highland High School, and she is a drug addict.
In high school?
And it starts with her coming back from rehab, and with no intentions of being clean.
Ooh.
And you want to talk about,
Is this the first season of it?
yes, HBO.
And everybody's talking about it? It's all the jazz?
Doe. I was like, hold up. If this is what high school is like, I'm tripping.
You were already tripping about Zay being in 8th grade.
Dude,
High school is a different place than it was when we were.
nudes, drugs, sex, violence. Like, obviously, it's dramatized, but as a parent, that is literally what you be like. And this is what happened. And this is what I.
This is why you ain't going to no parties.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you because I was a square. Orlando
I
Brown
know.
said it to me.
We know. He said it like it's going to be tough to believe.
If Orlando
You
said
were
it.
around?
Contrary to popular
You ain't
belief.
go to no parties in high school.
Yes, I did.
What?
I went to all the
You was a
parties.
pinata.
No, shut up.
Potlucks.
You hit him
You
and
went to
beans fell
some
out.
No,
So
no.
anyway, I was super saved in high school outside of the summer, 99. We've talked about this at length.
Your nickname was Donnie McTruckman?
VHS
Did you have that?
I had it just locked. I was like, when am I going to let this one go?
How
Seriously,
long
bro,
have you been thinking about it?
3.5 days.
Did you really?
I've just been sitting on it.
You didn't fit the drink conversation.
I know, I was like,
You
I'm
waited till I
finish.
said
It's all
something where
good.
you could fire up.
Absolutely.
Did you release endorphins when I said something?
I
You're
was
like,
like, ah, here we go. Not even
Hey.
20 you're up.
He was on deck, just swinging the deck. So anyway, never went to a party in high school. I was so unaware. Stop drinking the drink.
Put the
It's
cup
dirty,
down, man.
Little kids drinking the.
You got headphones.
Why do you need to look at
You can't hear
it?
the
Why do you
slurs.
have to stare into the drink to
Put it
drink
down.
it? What is that?
Why you get so
If I'm talking to you, you.
You look like you're 6. Is it see the bottom?
What is the deal? Why are you looking at?
It's like you just learned how to use a cup, man.
It's my
Relax.
sippy cup. I like it. This is my drink. My mom said I can have.
Okay, man, go.
No parties in high school.
Okay.
Okay, I did have the little sexual problem. College, even less. No. Me and Melissa went to one party. It was supposed to start at like 9. We were there at 9. Oh, man,
Why?
I didn't know, man.
You're there at 9.
They were looking around like, this party blows. And then
This party blows?
Then we went to IHOP. That's all me and Melissa
This
did.
party blows?
We would wait until like a midnight and be like, you want to go to IHOP? And we're bad.
Soda put all the different flavors in it. I don't drink it. I was living on the edge.
So...
Party started at 9. We got there at 9.
We went there at 9. So that just wasn't my line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even think the school. I don't think my high school was like that, like Euphoria. So, but then I meet people at ADD and they're like, "No, we did drugs in high school." I'm like, "What?"
You know a terrible story I had in high school that just kind of threw me off. I know it's tough to believe, but I'm not the best dancer. But
got the dough.
Right.
But man, this like traumatized me. You ever know like how like when in high school they be having like dances, everybody just like starts dancing. Like you don't necessarily have to ask a person. You just kind of just hop up and just start dancing with them.
If somebody looked back at you and was like,
No,
oh,
so
no.
it was like a line going right.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. You just hop up, and there was just
Like a Soul Train line?
No, not a social line, like a freak line. Like everybody's freaking, and then like you just hop on the girl, then a guy.
Oh, okay.
And there was a super fine chick. Her name was Maisha, and I was just like, oh my god, here I go. So I just hopped from behind her and just started dancing. I'm just like, yeah, man, everybody's having a good time. This is cool. And she was like, whose belly is that on my back? She said it so loud. She turned around. I was just like,
it was my bad.
Who's
The DJ switching the song, so super proud, like,
bro,
oh no, who belly is that?
I remember just walking out and just.
You just left the dance?
I just left. I was just like,
How long did she let you have a good
it
time?
was maybe like 30, 40 seconds. I was like, oh, this is going well. I'm part of the team. Everyone's having a good time. I was like, no, she ain't gonna say nothing about me. Who belly is that on my back?
It's funny.
It was mine.
Man.
Oh, hold on a second. Speaking of, hold on a second.
Look at me, though.
What? Don't ever look at me in
No,
the face.
look.
Eye contact.
I can look all different places while I drink a beverage. I'm not like,
Shut up, man. All right, so.
she's like making sure it goes down the right pipe. Like, let me look you all the way in.
Now, these days, a lot of workplaces offer some pretty nice perks. A snack station, beanbag chairs, even insurance. It's amazing to have snacks and all that, but it's not enough to stay in you, and neither is your workplace life insurance. This is where Policy Genius comes in. Policy Genius is the easy way to shop for life insurance online. In minutes, you can compare quotes from top insurers to find the right amount of coverage at the best possible price. And Policy Genius doesn't just make life insurance easy, they can also help you find the right home insurance, auto insurance, and disability insurance. So remember, workplace life insurance policies are like workplace snacks. Better than nothing, but not quite enough. Head to PolicyGenius.com today and find out how to supplement your workplace life insurance and better protect your family. Policy Genius is like a buffet mode of life insurance. And what can be better than that?
There's no code?
Huh? There's no code there.
Nothing?
There's no.
There's no chance to say R&R?
Nah. Y'all was ready?
Oh, you know I keep it locked in the chamber. We got to worry about Josh over
Josh,
there.
man, I'll be ready to go to blows with you, man. Get it together.
Speaking of the internet being upset,
Ooh.
I was dragged
Oh, man.
by the Swifties
That's what they're called?
That's what her fans are called.
The
That sounds like the
Swifties?
Rick and Morty.
And that's
I
not
know.
me. Like, that's what they call each
Swifties.
other. So I made fun of Taylor Swift. Somebody said she looked mixed. So I said a variety of things mixed with
You was
milk.
going in.
Light jazz.
Mhm.
You know, milk and more milk, things of that nature,
Right.
right? We're all having a good time like you and Maisha.
Mm-hmm.
Video goes,
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why
Can't
are
you
you
just
that
tell
thirsty?
one story without you
why are you
even
that
taking a sip?
thirsty?
Hmm?
Why? I don't know why I'm distracted. I just don't understand why you have to look
We'll
at
just
it.
get you an IV so it just drips the entire
Why?
episode.
So anyway, the day goes by. Everybody's having a good time on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We
It's a
all
good time. Video getting passed around.
Man, when I tell you, I came back to Twitter later that night, and I saw the first tweet I saw, and who are you? I was like, oh. I checked my mentions, man. Everybody in the world with Taylor Swift in their profile picture was giving me the business.
Really?
Oh, first of all, I didn't know that many people with Taylor Swift as their profile picture existed, but they were not happy about that video.
Really?
And my thing is like, what are you defending? Because she doesn't look mixed.
She don't look
So what are you going to argue that she does look mixed? What is that? Like, I didn't say anything about her music. I said a little shade. I was like, she makes music for something. A little shade.
That's just little bitty shade.
Boy, when I tell you, I know they were mad because they were hitting me up on tweets unrelated to my Taylor Swift video.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
So I put some in
You put together a little slideshow?
a couple tweets here and there. One was so I had tweeted my knee hurts, and they're like, "That's me. If you would leave Taylor Swift, you wouldn't have high blood pressure." I was like,
What?
High blood pressure.
One thing doesn't have nothing to do with the
what
other.
does that have to do though? What did we find out what that dude said? Hold
It was
on.
a dude?
Yes, it was a
Oh,
dude who's interested in not women. Maybe if you mind your own salad, you wouldn't have to experience high cholesterol. That's what
I
his
want
name.
you to mind your own
I don't
salad?
even know what that.
That's
like,
hilarious.
his
You didn't
name
even
is
say nothing
Patron
to me.
Swift, and he has her title as a thing. So I had posted JoJo's. Actually, I posted, "Hey man, there's a lot of people with Taylor Swift profile pictures, are upset with me. Please, guys, leave me alone. I have a family."
Mhm.
This girl said, "If I was your kid, I wish I was aborted."
Wow.
And the next kid said, so when my knee tweet video, like, "Hey, my knee's always hurting, right?" Somebody said, "Yes, Taylor Voodoo."
What?
Another Taylor Swift profile picture said, "He's not dead yet, though."
What?
Then they were like, "Let's rally around to get him kicked off Twitter."
What?
And I was like, "So, how y'all gonna get me kicked off Twitter? I work for me. I'm gonna tell myself, hey man, Kevin on Twitter, why?" It was
I'm gonna have to let you go, but you're me.
And the funny thing is, at first they were like, "You need to stream Lover." I'm like, okay, is this a punishment? Or telling me to listen to Taylor Swift music is worse than
Are
saying
they
kill
worse than the
yourself?
Beehive?
No,
So they weren't like.
nothing. I don't think anything's worse. First of all, if Taylor Swift fans are telling me I'm not funny, I feel like that means I am funny.
Because they're not your
I don't want to
You're not
ever be in a
talking to
situation where Taylor Swift fans are like, "Man, that guy is it."
This guy
So they
gets-
were like, "Who do you
This
think
guy
he is,
gets-
Jesus and Miro?"
them.
Because they said she had a long back. And I was like,
She does.
I just wonder, like, what do people do? Do they just go through mentions and see if
Dude,
their
so
favorite
I-
person has been
I checked.
attacked?
They quote tweet. They searched Kev on Stage and Taylor Swift and found, he talked about her back in 2016. I guess he's using her for clout.
What?
Yeah, that
Oh
was-
my.
3
Bye.
years ago.
Clouds?
I make videos every day. The fact that it took you 3 years to find the most recent one. Actually, I had one before. I had one where she copied Beyonce's
Oh yeah, the homecoming.
thing. Yeah. Then in like 2016, I said something else about her. I'm like, y'all went back and right. This is what it feels like to be almost
So
canceled.
where's your public apology?
You didn't put a statement. Like, where's
Come on,
the no
man. The
screenshot?
Taylor Swiftians don't play, man.
No,
The Swifters.
I meant every word.
They don't want any bad blood.
That
Someone said their tears
Come on,
will
Josh.
season their food.
Their tears will season their food. First of all, so I'm checking out their posts because I'm like, man, these people are like really into this. Like, I didn't even really make a hugely disparaging
I
comment
seen
about
the
it.
video. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't hugely disparaging. Some of these, their timeline is literally,
I'd be thirsty.
Their timeline is literally
Some water,
everything
man.
about. Keep that eye contact right here as you take a sip, or look at Josh or Sarita.
Don't look at me.
Every
Every tweet is about Taylor Swift. Their names are Taylor Swift. They're upset with her. She said she was releasing this album last week. It got pushed to the 23rd.
So these people are just really obsessed with Taylor Swift.
So I really question, do I even want people to fan that hard for me?
Yeah, that's weird.
If you're ever defending someone for everything, like you and Jay-Z, I'm going to let you live. I'm not going to bring up what happened on the bonus
No,
episode.
bring it up right now.
But righteous and ratchet, right
No,
back.
no,
you go.
no.
No, if
No.
you know, you know.
No, let me say.
No,
let me
no,
say.
no.
I stand on my statements.
No,
I-
please.
I want to
should've-
stand
I
on
should've said
things.
it.
No,
No, please.
No, I gotta
Don't do
be
it.
me and
Don't
tell
do
my
it.
truth.
You already told your truth.
No, I'm gonna say it again.
No,
Because you
come on.
wouldn't put the little snippet up.
I'm not, man. So it felt weird to be dragged by Taylor Swiftians.
I want to say it now.
No.
You don't have to say it.
Man.
Please. We love you. It's gonna be your birthday when you have to
It's
read
gonna
these
drop.
comments.
You don't want.
Please,
you
man.
want these comments.
You're gonna be
This-
waking up drinking ice cream cake out of the bathtub.
The
You don't want
Swiffers
to-
already might be coming at us, man.
It's funny when I almost got dragged on the internet one more time. A year or two ago, I don't remember what I said.
What was it for?
I don't know. They were.
Oh, it was by the Swifts.
No, it wasn't by Taylor Swift people. It was another white person being upset. But when it was funny because these people are like obviously like children. A lot of them like, what are you telling me to be dad? What do I want to live?
But whoever said if I was your kid, I wish I was aborted, that would just be
I know.
hurting yourself.
Yeah, there was some. So I had posted JoJo's.
No.
That's just
Yeah, I was like, you wouldn't-
unintelligent
You wouldn't
insult.
really know.
No, at that point.
I put up JoJo's soccer video because I just went on about my life. Like I make my videos and I just go on about whatever I plan on doing. I don't even be thinking about this stuff. They went to JoJo's soccer video and was like, "And your son would have scored that goal if you believed in Taylor Swift."
What?
Stuff like that.
Don't come for Jojo.
Yeah, people are kind of different.
Oh man, hold on, let me see. I can find this one. And I know you're still thinking about it, man. Don't you dare.
Does it hurt your feelings
All right,
at all?
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say
No,
it.
please,
Yeah, why would you bring it back up?
I'm gonna say it.
Because
So
I
look.
see it in his eyes. No,
No.
no.
I can stand on the things I say, man.
No.
Looking at his drink.
No.
So listen.
No.
So listen.
What time is our next ad, Josh? How much time?
4 minutes.
4 minutes
Okay,
away.
so
We
I
can
got
go
4
in a
minutes.
little
I got
early.
4 minutes.
No, please. Please.
No.
You already talked about it. They already heard it.
I wanted y'all to make it the main episode.
No, you
No.
don't. Let's
No,
just
you
talk
don't.
about
The
Taylor
ones
Swift,
that
man.
understand
Come on,
heard it
man.
No,
yesterday.
we were talking about Jay-Z
Oh, Lord.
partnering with the NFL. I, on one hand, was championing the move. As a lifelong fan of football, all I simply said was, we need to find resolutions.
Sorry.
We have been boycotting football for close to 4 years now.
No,
It's almost been 4 years.
This is just going to be the third year that he's out of the league coming up now.
Okay, well, it's 3
That's
years.
no.
3 years.
It's 4 minus 1.
Okay. All I was saying was, I'm in support of it. I'm in support of moving the narrative and the conversation forward. And I got persecuted.
Well, if
No.
you put it like that's what you said, then
If you want to sprinkle and code that, we can move right along.
That's-
What did I say?
But wouldn't it definitely didn't put it like that.
I want to see what these comments are
You
saying.
said if
You
you
don't.
blacks don't get your little
I
black
didn't say
stuff
that.
back on. What you said, well, I don't want to do this,
Don't
though.
do it.
Happy birthday, bro. I love you, man.
Nah, man.
These are
I
fire,
love
by
you.
the way. When'd you pick these up?
Those are the Air Max Day joints.
Those
These
are
good.
fire.
Matches my shirt, you see?
These are fire, man. I love
Thanks,
these.
man. Nah,
Yeah,
man.
You're right, bro. We worked too hard on you, man.
Nah, man.
People in the right pack know.
All I was saying was, the thing that caught me the most flack was I was saying that I was hoping that football could be a refuge away from the perils of the regular world. So I wish that politics and everything wasn't brought into it. And y'all was just like, nah, man, you can't do that. You got to be more woke.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Speaking of,
Nah, man.
the next thing on the docket,
That got mildly weird and awkward. Why, guys?
What come out? Nothing. No.
we love you, bro.
Yeah, man. It's your
You
birthday.
be in the comments.
Happy birthday, man. 4-0.
Shut up, man. I'm getting old. Oh,
Why
we're
are
into
you
this?
so scared, man?
I'm into it now.
Like I say,
When did you
just-
switch? Because yesterday we were talking, you weren't into it.
This morning,
This morning you woke up like, it's
I was
tomorrow.
just like, man,
It's here.
you just live once.
Oh, man, you're supposed to have Regina King supposed to hit you up by tomorrow.
First of all, it's Regina Hall.
Either.
I mean, you had.
You wouldn't
I
complain if it was
finally gotta
Regina
get-
King.
It didn't.
You check your DM? She might
You
have.
really were mad when I told you.
Let me just check. Let me just see.
Check one more time. Check one more time, because you never know. You could, hey man, it's my birthday. If you could just, you know what I'm saying.
To be fair though, he said if he got in the same vicinity, he feels like that opportunity could have like been seen through a little
He
bit.
did dad jokes right against her.
So it's February.
How
8th.
much
That was
closer do
after.
you-
That's what started the
They
conversation.
didn't have the chance right then.
I'm still not. She's still never seen it.
You know what? You're probably never gonna. She's
probably
probably
got
like
pushed so
mine.
far down.
No, it's not. It's probably like mine. I have mine
Yeah.
for only people that follow me. I can see it, and then the rest are like that. They're just requests, and I never even go in there. So you're sitting there. How many months ago?
6.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
And if she puts up stories, people respond. That's why I had to turn mine off. It comes out as a DM, and then people were like asking me for money in there. Somebody asked if I paid for their college. I'm like, bruh.
Someone asked for
Could
a
you
phone.
pay for their
Somebody asked
college?
me for a phone, straight up.
Not just like a
And
phone,
the
like
newest-
the newest.
And they're like, look, man, I got an
They asked you
iPhone.
for a phone?
No, I got an iPhone 4, man, and God has told me literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I showed John.
Yeah.
God has told me that He wants me to have the 10X, and I'm in college. I can't really work right now, but I see what you doing over there at Kept on Stage Studios. So I was wondering if you know, the Bible says you have not as you ask not. Amen. So what I'm saying is, you got the 10, I should have it too.
What?
Straight up, can you buy me $1,000 phone? Person you've never met.
in your life.
Still not the weirdest. The absolute weirdest came back in Washington. Way before I was as big as I am now. Somebody asked me, could I live with you?
Wait, what?
A man, not I'm like, no, you know,
Right.
he was just like, man, I'm just going through tough times. And just like, you and your family seem dope, man. You guys got the house and everything. I was wondering if I'm a fan. Just wondering if I could live with you.
Hold on, I never
Adopt
heard
me.
this.
Till
Oh,
I get on my feet. Can I come live with y'all?
why is that always a docket of time to get on my feet? What? No
At
one's
what-
ever on
at
their
what point
feet.
Are you on your feet?
Yeah,
Like, you know
it's
what?
not
I
easy
can
when
take
you
a
get on
step
their
now.
feet. Just say you're going to give it back when you can.
Yeah. I was like, the fact that I had to say, nah, man, person I've never met, you can't come live
Did
with
you
my wife."
respond?
Yeah, I was
But you
like,
shouldn't have to rationalize
I'm
the
not
response.
at that
for
point in my life, I still felt like I needed to answer every.
I get that.
How did you respond? What'd you say?
But
I said, I was just like, hey, man, you know, there's no really place for you to live in the house where it's just a 2-bedroom home where my kids share a room and me and my wife share a room.
And then what did they say? What did they say?
Maybe next time.
People are
Could be
strange.
next.
Yeah, man, I was like, yeah, man, come
Come
on.
on, man.
I've been waiting for a strange man to come pull up to the house and be up in the kitchen eating sandwiches.
I don't know what that's just weird that people would even ask.
By the way,
What?
Cheesecake Factory brown bread.
Let's have stores now, you say.
Please.
sliced,
Go to Ralph's.
sliced,
Sliced.
or
Taste it.
sando.
I made a sandwich yesterday. You don't watch my Instagram. You ain't never seen none of my videos. You too busy looking at drinks you're drinking. He really drinks energy drinks like they're sodas.
You drink like they're water.
You drink them like you just like you like the taste of energy drinks.
You had 3 drinks yesterday during the bonus.
A
You opened 2 of
water,
them. The water wasn't even
energy
open.
drink, and a coffee. You just had the water to
Oh
be
my
near your
gosh.
drink, so you felt better.
No. To be fair, he wasn't drinking energy drink yesterday. He had the Coke.
That's
But
Still.
still, I'm not justifying it.
You like the taste of energy drinks?
But he didn't double up on the
I love
caffeine.
the smell of Red Bull. Oh,
Bro, it's not good
tastes
for your
so
heart
shitty
and
to
that
me.
consistent ingestion stuff.
What do you need energy for?
it's in it because you need energy.
Are you
Drink
tired?
some celery juice, man.
Celery just give you energy?
Who told you that?
It don't taste good though.
Dr.
not
CD.
You cut it with a little apple and lemon, you're alright.
Nah, man. Like you need energy for stuff.
Why are you this tired?
I'm not saying I'm tired. I'm saying that I just need energy.
Why is your requisite energy not enough?
He has, I mean, his daughter's here now, man.
I gotta run behind her, man. She's a whole teenager, man. All right, you guys ready for the next thing? Wait, are we on the second region?
Yes.
I ain't seen you hold up no two.
Oh, I said we're at 26.
All right.
You guys are on the second.
Hold on, man. All right. Now, when I heard that at paintyourlife.com you could have an original painting by a world-class artist done by hand from a photo, I thought, what a great idea. It must be so expensive. But Paint Your Life paintings are affordable. A painting from Paint Your Life makes the perfect gift. It's meaningful, personal, and can be cherished forever. Now, you know, with my daughter moving in, I had to do some, you know, I couldn't have the house looking like a bachelor's pad. So I cleaned it up.
Did you have 2 of them done? One in your living room of you and her, and one of you just in the room?
Yeah, so I have 2 actually done. So it's just
So you wake up at night and be like,
it's a great conversation starter, you understand? So I had to make sure that I just split them up because I had them both in the living room. I had to switch them up though. I didn't want to be too narcissistic or just too much myself. All right, but the great thing about paintyourlife.com is that you choose the artist whose work you most admire and work with them throughout the process until every detail is perfect. Well, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded. With Paint Your Life, you get your favorite memories transformed into a work of art that will be cherished forever. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 30% off of your painting. That's right, 30% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text RR.
R&R.
R.
Okay, keep that same energy.
I was late.
Keep that same energy.
I was late. I'm sorry.
To 484848. That's RR.
R.
To 484848. That's RR.
R.
To 484848. What are you over here doing, man?
Message and data rates may apply.
Message and data rates may apply. Whatever, man.
Man, I was scrolling on the tweeter.
I was.
All right.
I was looking at more Taylor Swift hate mail.
Oh, they still was coming at you? Okay. All right. Now, speaking of animals who we may need to launch a federal investigation into, dolphins are getting high. Apparently, dolphins.
Just submitting a federal investigation. Be like, what's the report? Listen, something has got to be done about the dolphins.
It's a bunch of pictures of just dolphins.
They got cigarettes, and eye patches on, and they're riding motorcycles.
I've been going to the town halls for months. Nobody's taking me serious.
So dolphins apparently have been biting blowfishes. Now,
Pufferfish.
what's it called?
Is it pufferfish or blowfish?
I think it's the
blowfish.
same thing.
Pufferfish. So
They're venomous, and they've been getting high out there.
The one with the spikes on them, right?
yeah.
They've been biting the pufferfish and then just sucking
But
in the
I mean,
toxins.
my heart bleeds for the poor fish.
They don't die.
They just out here being recreationally used.
The dolphins are smoking the weed of pufferfish. They're like, man, we're gonna pull on some pufferfish.
The pufferfish must be, they must be like really scared when they roll up like, ah! They just bite them.
Shooting up in the trenches of the ocean.
And they said the dolphins basically get high. Like they feel euphoric feelings. What is a high dolphin doing?
In the ocean.
Probably eating up all the sardines. Probably got to get the munchies. Yo, you know, the side note though, dolphins are actually very violent animals.
They be killing sharks.
Dolphins be raping humans.
Is that true?
It's a true thing.
I hear that all the time.
I'm gonna fact check
But I don't know if
that.
that's
They be
real.
raping
I've heard that a
human
lot.
I just don't
They
see
be
how that
raped.
is
I don't feel.
possible.
I don't see how you just swimming along and a dolphin's like, hey, you from out of town?
Bro, I'm telling you, they be running up on humans. It be a lot of, but it be not as innocent as you think that sounds.
That's like the most evil dolphin.
Oh,
This is what it says.
Uh-oh.
There is a post that says sexually aggressive dolphin tries to quote unquote get busy with scuba diver, but they can't physically,
That's what I'm like. What is
Enter
how's
somebody.
a dolphin being gonna find your hole?
but they'll get aggressive with people.
Hey, man.
they be trying to rape.
Get away from
Attempting.
Nah, you can have more. Like, wait.
It's funny because I rode it. First of all, I swam with dolphins. Them things are wild strong and big.
They be killing sharks.
Yes, they be attacking. They be jumping sharks too. They be like, "What up, boy? You didn't stop that in front of your mama." Be like, "Where you from?" Well, I'm from Pacific Ocean, bro. I
You gonna die here? Like, wait, Mr. Dolphin.
Why do I feel like they just run the streets? Hey, it's big.
Now you're getting high,
Getting
running up on people.
Killing
Dolphins
sharks.
cannot be trusted. But they look so adorable.
Yeah, that's their whole setup. Like,
That's the whole thing,
yeah.
man.
They're probably running people's pockets in the ocean, man. What's up with that American Express? I didn't get the thing delivered. We see the shipping containers right over there. I got Big Terry over there knocking a couple of shipping containers loose.
Big Terry?
They call him flat nose from all the shipping containers knocked over.
Yo, so apparently they just out here high.
I would love to see a high dolphin.
What? Yeah, what kind
It's
of?
just like swimming backwards, like yeah. I want them to be high in the ocean more than I want them to be in the pens. I actually felt bad a little bit. Not so much that I didn't do the activity. But when we were at the Dolphins, I was looking around their house and I was like, man, y'all should be in the ocean. But since you're not, I don't
I didn't really think of
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know
Chad.
they were going to be in that pen whether I was in the Bahamas or
I
not.
don't feel bad about that. Like, they be having them do wild tricks and like a bunch of tricks and then get them one fish. I'm like, this dolphin is 700 pounds. He don't care about that one fish.
They give them the Popeye chicken sandwich, it would be worth it. I felt bad, but some are born into captivity for their own safety. Right, guys?
What does that mean?
I don't
I
know.
don't know, man. I just wanted to ride one, okay?
Is that
Fair.
born into captivity? What
Yeah.
does that dental work have to do with anything?
No.
Captivity? Cavity?
Was that the joke you were trying to make?
No, man. That was so bad.
Was that the... I
That was
literally
so
had no idea
bad.
what your attempt here was.
You said
You were
captivity instead of cavity. I don't understand.
Joe,
Okay,
You
great.
got ring out of the shit.
You biting blowfish.
You don't get it
you
wrong.
reached so far.
Sipping on
Cavity.
water syrup in that cup.
No one would ever put that. That's what you're...
Cavity.
No one would... I thought you were saying caps. Like people have caps on their teeth. And that was a dental reference. But that was like, no, he couldn't have meant dental work.
He
What?
did.
What was that?
Cavity.
What's going on?
Did you watch Blackfish?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't really enjoy SeaWorld like that.
Well, you're born there. You gotta go back home and visit your what you do.
Really?
You're not gonna go back home? You're gonna show your daughter your own high school. Like, well, this is my tank. You know what I'm saying? Me and the boys
They
did
actually had
that
the
rhythm
renovation
shit
done
up.
when I was
You and the
born.
boys?
I wanted to take my kids to SeaWorld. I used to go to SeaWorld all the time as a kid. I mean, all the time. Like 2-3 times a summer. For like 6-7 summers. And I wanted to take my kids because the one in San Diego is out of this world.
Right.
Me and Melissa randomly turned on Blackfish a couple years ago. And I was like, bro, y'all out here really, like,
And them
they went, and we lived in Washington, where the Blackfish thing, remember where it starts out with the helicopter ride over the sound, the Puget Sound?
Yes.
Where they stole Tillicum?
Yes.
We lived right on the Puget Sound. So I was like, hold on, y'all were stealing the whales?
And the little cages that they put them in are not big enough for them.
I know. You know how big a whale is? And here's the thing that was tripping me out. So you know their fins are like bent over?
Yeah,
And I remember
because
I see where they're like, oh yeah, you know, I don't know what they say. 80% of their fins are like that in the wild. And I was like, oh, okay. No. 100% of them are straight up. But when they're in captivity, they're bent over because they don't have the
can
strength.
you imagine how crazy that would be? They're huge.
Dolphin? Or whales?
Yeah.
Yes. That's like you getting into a car is what the whales
trying
feel
to get in
like.
my car.
Like imagine you living in a Mini Cooper. That's what a whale is like.
Oh boy's left eye is on my driver's side. I can't do it.
Shut up.
Why is the fin bent over?
The fins bent over because they don't. I don't know.
It's
Exactly
a sign
why.
of depression.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's because they closed the roof of the thing. And
No,
the-
it's
the
depression.
fin bends over. It does.
I thought it's because they didn't
It's
have the
depression.
strength to. Is they depressed?
I
No, that's
I
what the
remember that
reason is.
specifically from Blackfin.
I
I'll
trust-
fact check.
I trust Serena.
What? They
What
close.
room?
They don't close.
They close the roof to their cages
No, they-
What?
when it rains, so they don't get wet.
What?
In water,
Don't boy.
boy.
This is coming from a guy who tried to make a
I'm not even.
captivity joke. Why are you fact checking Dodo?
I'm not fact checking it.
I was talking to my son about sex yesterday.
Yo, I talked to Kiara about sex the other day.
How'd it go?
Kids be hearing stuff from
Man.
other people.
That's my biggest fear.
Cause I
Learning
just
from the wrong people
yeah.
and then believing that.
You know, she said to me, she was talking to me and her mom, and I don't even know how it came up, and she just was like, yeah, I was telling my homegirl, like, ain't nobody gonna be having sex until I'm in a committed relationship. I was like, whoa.
Wait a second.
Committed relationship? That's
That's what your daughter said?
what my daughter said. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? So we had to have the conversation with her. I had to like,
You sat her down?
yes. I was just like, first of all, what do you know? What do you think you know?
Mhm.
Like, your relationship, that don't mean that you just start. I just really just had to break it down to her, and just kind of find out what she had been learning from other people.
Yeah.
Only thing she really could surmise from what she had been told from people is that if she, I don't want to be too, she knew what herpes was. That's all she really knew. That was
That's
her.
her building block?
That's the only thing she just said. Like if you mess with a guy that has it, you'll get herpes on your mouth. I was like, well, no, that's not exactly entirely true. So I kind of
You
explained.
can't.
You can get it.
Oh, only. She thought only on your mouth.
Yeah. I'm like, no, you can get it. So it was just weird though, man, having a conversation like, cause she's about to be 14.
Yeah.
How did your conversation go?
Oh man, Joe wasn't here for it. He was just like, I was like, Joe, tell me what you know about sex. He's like, I know nothing. I was like, okay, then I need to tell you stuff. He's like, I know everything. He just didn't want to have the conversation. Isaiah actually had looked up some stuff. He's like, yeah, I heard about ejaculation. Is that the word? I was just like, because I talked to him about sex, like broad strokes, but we haven't got into like, I don't know what the next stroke is after broad strokes.
Right.
Me and my wife have scheduled sex talk time with them. Going through, I mean, we talked about the birds and the bees, but we ain't gone down like we did because we did the love hour last week. And the lady was talking about, she talked to her son about menstruation and stuff, and it was just like, I was like, your son at like 5 or 6. And she was like, no, you should be having this conversation. Her whole thing was if you talk to your kids about it like it's just a regular thing, then they won't be weird about it.
Right.
Like making it weird and making it a big deal makes it taboo, then makes it weird, and therefore.
Right.
But I remember my parents didn't talk to me about it, so I learned it off movies, TV, and
That's what I did.
and
That's
porn magazines,
So
and videos, porn videos.
When I was talking to her,
Mostly porn,
when I was talking to
which
her,
isn't realistic.
it really isn't. When I was just talking to her, I was just talking to her just about just like how, because that was the number one thing that was hitting me with, and the thing that I just feared as a parent. She was just like, well, how old were you when you started? I was just like,
how old were you?
15.
Really?
I told her, yeah. I was like, look, but I was an idiot. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. It was dumb, and it took over my mind. That's my biggest thing. I don't want to just hit her with the logic of, it's wrong, don't do it.
Right.
That's not enough. So
No.
I told her, like, look, it's one of those things where, yeah, it's cool, but it's something that will dominate your thoughts and your mind, and you just don't need, like, there's so many other things you should do with your life. Like, you know what I mean? Because I want to just lie, just like, it's going to be the worst experience you ever, like.
You're like, you know what, sex feels amazing.
Don't do it.
I've had sometimes. But you don't want to do it, not because it feels bad, because it doesn't. It feels good. It feels so good. You know, this one girl, Sharon, or Roderick, or Sheila, or this person, or that. Oh, you want to talk about feeling good.
But the tough thing, though, is that you have to be honest with them. You can't lie to them.
You can lie to them.
How long does that work? They're gonna
Long time. No, I feel like I honestly I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, man, I was not ready for adulthood or parenthood
I wasn't
by
ready for anything.
any stretch.
Yeah.
Someone should have been like, oh man, we gotta pause his life because he got kids and stuff. And I was a kid. I had a baby at 23.
I had a baby at 26.
People had sex with you. Raw?
Shut up, man.
Raw?
Let's get to the rest of these stories. But before we do that, let's take a quick. Yo, man, my Face ID don't be always recognized.
Well, you gotta stop buying your iPhone at the gas station.
No.
Captivity, cavity?
Shut up.
You want to be the judge of what's funny or not?
All right. So, did you know the average interest rate on credit card debt is over 19% APR? Have you looked at your interest rate lately?
Mm-hmm. I
No
knew
need
that.
to be a financial expert to know that consolidating debt into a low fixed rate can save you thousands in interest. Pay off your high interest credit cards with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream.
Lightstream.
Get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000 with absolutely no fees. You can get a rate as low as 5.95% APR with AutoPay. That's way lower than the national average interest rate on credit card debt. The application is 100% online, and you can even get your money as soon as the same day you apply. Lightstream believes that when you have good credit, you deserve a low rate and great service.
Yeah.
Now.
That's how me and Melissa got out of credit, by the way. got out of debt. Our first step was loan consolidation.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. That was
took
your
all
personal
the
experience.
high interest credit card loans or credit card balances, did a debt consolidation loan, make one payment, and then it made a huge difference. That was the first step and the most important step.
There we go, man. This is a special offer just for our listeners. Apply today at lightstream.com/RR and get an additional interest rate discount. That's lightstream.com/RR for an additional discount. LIGHTSTSTREAM.com/RR. Subject to credit approval. Rate includes 0.50 auto pay discount. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/RR for more information. Yes. Okay. Speaking of
being ugly in public.
this lady, this was hilarious and mean at the same time. A lady that was working at the airport.
Mm-hmm. As like a TSA agent.
A man was just trying to walk through and get through customs or whatever.
Just trying to get to his gate.
And she hit him with a piece of information. She felt he should not go any longer without knowing. Send him a note, Joshua, while you're all in your phone.
Josh is on the other side of the camera. They don't know what he's doing.
And it said 2 words that'll ruin anyone's day. You ugly. That is so mean. Who does that?
You know, like the funniest thing about this story is he went to the metal detector and was past her.
And she went flat.
No. Actually, here's what happened. She handed it to him while he walked past. So he goes past her to put his shoes and stuff on and put his stuff back in his backpack. She's like, "Hey, read that." He was already gone. He opens it. You ugly. She's just like,
the more you know.
She had to look at him like, you can't go from here to 836 without knowing that you are ugly. How would you tell a stranger that while you're at work?
No, the fact that you had to go out of your way to be like, hey.
Read that now.
I'm ugly? She's probably just like that.
There's a black girl, and nobody tells you ugly like a black woman. No, that the first time I got told and it's always just, hey, you ugly. You just start adjusting things.
He's like, dog.
It
I wondered, did she already have the note pre-written and was just ready to give it to the first ugly person she saw? Or did she see it and was like, oh no, pen and paper. Gotta tell him. What went through her mind?
It had to be the second one. How ugly was he to her? Because everybody's beautiful to someone.
Right.
How ugly was he to her that she was just like, I can't.
So normally when you're at the airport, they'll be like, you've been specially selected for a screening. She was like, you've been specially selected. Yeah, your face. The way it's set up, it's kind of ugly.
The alarm keeps going off. You got men on
over his face. Yeah, it's
crazy, man. Just saying that.
This your face. You're ugly.
She got fired.
She should have.
I feel like she's probably like, if I had it to do over again.
Why would you like?
I would never tell anybody they're ugly.
But he gotta feel like a sucker though too, because he had to go and tell. He had to actually like,
Mister.
With the manager, she gave me this note. And she was probably just over there looking at him like,
don't pick. I'm gonna go with you. Don't leave. She had to look at him like, you ugly face. You couldn't even take the truth. You gotta tell my manager that he knows you're ugly. Everybody look at your face.
So the manager was probably like this. He was just like, yeah, she gave me this note. He was like, and everything kind of oh, get her. What are you crazy?
Can you imagine? If the manager was like, yeah,
everything's
have you
up to snuff here, right?
You saw your life.
So you do know now, right?
Have you ever been told you're ugly?
I haven't really been called ugly. Fat, yeah. More times than I'd like to. Like, I've been called fat in some of the most.
Have somebody ever hit you with a good fat joke? A solid one where you're like, that's actually creative.
Emmanuel Hudson on Wildin' Out. He said that when I was born, they made my birth certificate on a Burger King napkin.
Is that funny?
I thought it was funny.
A Burger King?
Mm-hmm.
What's the joke? That you were born a Burger King?
Mm-hmm.
I've got some big head jokes that were
What you got?
Nate Jackson.
What he said?
Woo! He told me that my head is so big I don't go fishing. I just walk up to the edge of the water and headbutt the lake and the fish floats to the top. I was just like,
Like Monk? Gee.
that one was like, because it had been years.
Woo.
Because I had all the headquarters, Eddie Murphy, all the jokes that were said on Martin. Like, that's just Martin. And I saw those episodes.
Right.
I was like, man. Which, by the way, pause for a second. I never thought Gina had a big head. I never got those Martin jokes about.
Well,
And
because it's-
even worse than that, Pam is ugly.
I
That
always
was just
thought
a
about that because
blatant
I
lie.
always thought she was finer than Gina.
Yes, I was like, bro,
But I
that's
think that's just,
colorism.
but I think
That's
that,
colorism.
but I think
Because Pam
it's,
was dark skinned and
but no,
Gina was light.
I think it's one of those things to where it's just like when you have mastered comedy in a way, it's like you're
But it
making
just
it.
wasn't believable that Pam was ugly.
Well, her hair was never nappy either, but he always
No, the jokes were funny.
said
BDB,
BDB is just.
but Pam's ugly.
Pam was never nowhere
Stop.
near. She was always fine. And she could sing better than Gina.
Everything better than Gina. But Tisha Campbell now, boy, she got some records.
That's it.
I'm still here. You never seen Tisha Campbell? Oh, let me just show you this real quick before we go.
Really?
Yes. Don't you cut it out either, Josh. I met Tisha Campbell one time. She was so nice to me.
5.
Let me see this clip.
Cut out that part where I said the thing. I don't want to get killed in the comments.
The Jay-Z thing?
Shut it out, man.
See?
See? For my birthday.
Put this up here, Joshua, so the people know.
T-shirt's fine. Oh.
I was feeling it.
You for real?
You don't like it?
No? This is hot?
You felt the intro.
Wait, this.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. Oh, no, man. Oh, man. Are you tapping your foot? This can make. This can
It's
make.
on the Gandhi
This
tape.
can make the Gandhi tape?
I like the instrumental.
Listen to the chorus.
Nah, man. No, no. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Send me that video again so I can use it.
I'm going to send it to you right now.
Okay, well,
Whew. Well, we got to go pick up our kid from school.
yes. By the time you guys see me, I'll be 41. Wait,
Wish
no.
him a very happy.
40.
You've been ready for it. I feel like all tour, all he's been saying is about to be 40 the whole time.
Joe's going senile, man.
Thank you guys for the gift. I definitely
Hey,
appreciate
throw
it.
your other suitcase away.
You're going to use it?
Big Blue?
Big Blue you can use for merch. But your carry-on,
We'll give Big Blue a pass.
give Big Blue a pass.
This is like the evening. You're going to use it?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
Man,
man.
don't be packing bread in there either.
Just-
I was gonna say pork tenderloin, but I'm using pork tenderloin too
That's your
much.
go-to meat. For
Pork
insults.
tenderloin just sounds funny.
Yeah, Zip said it's just packed with the Cheesecake Factory sliced bread.
Shut up, man.
I want to be hungry again so I can go to Popeyes.
I'm finna go pull back up.
Yeah.
I gotta have one.
If you're gonna be her father, you gotta make sure she's
Okay, wait.
there.
Before we go though, I gotta get back on this fitness thing. What if we? I just.
We
No,
all
this
kind
is
of
what-
got back when
I've
we
been
got
in the
back.
gym.
No, we just ate chicken sandwiches yesterday.
That
I got back
was
on the gym.
one chicken sandwich. I just had rice, beans, broccoli, and
Because look,
and
this is
avocado for lunch.
I very much go in ebbs and flows. Like, you know what I'm saying? This way or that way is how I go. I gotta figure it out.
Just start
Ever
today.
Ever since we stopped the
Weight loss challenge.
I was just like,
You're
oh,
in Spain losing your mind. You're eating ice cream 3 times a day.
because that's the thing. I be going so hard in either direction. I had
Were you supposed to get back when we came back?
But
Yeah,
then
I
I
came
had
back.
to
You had
go,
hot
yeah.
wings from stuff. What does that have to do with anything?
It's her first day of school.
It's not gonna get easier.
I like to eat. I'm not the hugest fan of working out, but we'll figure it out.
Hit up, Amaya ain't hit you up?
Yeah, I just been, you know.
You been ghosting him?
You've been ghosting everybody, man.
She's okay. Now all your excuses are gone. Because you've been running. My daughter's finna come. My daughter's
She's
here. Your daughter's here. She's enrolled in school. She started school.
She's good.
You actually, this is actually a perfect time to start a new routine.
Yes, because
Okay.
school, you have to get her done by a certain time or get her to school by a certain time. Get your life together.
Okay.
Weight challenge is back on.
No.
Ow! With your ring.
Sorry, man.
All right.
All right, bye.
We love y'all. Peace.